All right, real quick video today, guys, because I'm in a rush. I have clients, you know what it is. This is the life of a coach. But I'm gonna give you guys content because that's what I do. I'm a content creator, you know? So this time, man, I want to teach you about really channeling your sexual energy. Let's get it.
Yeah. I'm inspired. I'm inspired.
Hey there, guys. How's it going? My name is Sumedh Chatterjee from the Flow Zone Academy, and I help you feel better and perform better. In this particular video, I'm teaching you some semen retention exercises, right? That really channel that energy upwards, and you can transmute that energy rather than holding onto it like that basal lower energy that just keeps you kind of stuck, and the energy becomes stagnant on the pelvic floor. One of the first things is Kegels, okay? Kegel exercises, clenching the perineum muscles, basically the muscles you hold when you pee, right? You hold that. You can also imagine that you're almost holding your testicles up. So, man, hold it, and then you descend. As you exhale, you almost imagine the energy going back down into your balls, right? So breathing from your balls, okay? Testicular breathing is very, very key when you're on semen retention. I believe I'm on the 20-day range. I don't really keep track too much, but I know that I retained the last ejaculation that I had was like last Christmas. So I'm really maintaining my masculine prowess, my energy, my momentum, my focus, things like this. And it's making resistance a lot easier to handle. Like, I'm not like attached to it, like, oh my goodness, you know? I don't have that anxiety anymore that there's this looming dangerous thing that's feeling. I feel like it's more of an ease and a groundedness that I can maintain, but also it's giving me way too much energy, man. It's giving me way too much energy. Like, I'm actually having trouble sleeping. Like, that's from the energy of this. So I want to actually teach you guys a few things that I'm going to start doing now that it's past, you know, the 20-day range, because these practices are really, really crucial and key for you, okay? The first one, as I explained, just holding, locking the anus, right? Holding the breath and just letting it go with the sound. Now, doing the same thing, you can also practice thrusting your pelvis up and down, okay? When you're in bed, you can thrust it up and down. Just as you're standing up, you can practice thrusting. And again, this is kind of strengthening the pelvic floor. That's the sacral chakra area, right? The pelvis. So you can move it in circles. Anything with your hips and pelvic region, you can start, you know, experimenting with this, because this is going to be really powerful in pulling that sexual energy up. For instance, Osho, in his dynamic meditation, he has the Primal Hopping, which actually raises that sexual energy up. I love doing this one. So basically you go, hoo, 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 and you're jumping, and you're almost bouncing, right? And the bounce generates this primal sexual energy, which raises up, okay, the kundalini. There's that first one. And then another one, you can, if you are good at handstands, I'd highly recommend that you lock, you do Kegels at the same time as you do handstands, okay? Now this is for the advanced practitioners, obviously. Like, this is really like, okay, we're really working with that pent-up energy. Of course, there's sounds online. We can use Sapien Medicine's Internal Alchemy, Jing, the Jing sound file, as well as the one for basal, transmuting lower basal energy, right? That one too. Those have been really, really key. These are all internal alchemy practices. If you want to find out like proper exercises and things to do, I'd highly recommend you have some kind of a movement practice, whether that be yoga or Tai Chi or Qigong or, you know, flow training or animal flow or, you know, martial arts, something like this, right? Where you actually start to explore the movement with your body and your primal energy, or your essence, or your Jing, as you call it in Taoism. So yeah, man, this is your life force energy. So make sure that you're using it and channeling it in the right way. Make sure that you have that vigor and that life force, but it has somewhere to go and you're moving it, right? Bring the energy up and down like this. There's a Tai Chi and a Qigong exercise where you're just kind of bringing up the energy from the universe, the macrocosm to the microcosm, okay? The horse stance and holding that stance, as I showed in many other videos. You can look up the horse stance, just holding that position, clenching your intrinsic muscles as well, and then releasing, clenching and releasing, holding your intrinsic muscles and also moving and dancing, and then letting go. This is something that I discovered by myself. This is not, taught anywhere else, but this is a practice that I've accumulated and understood that, hey, yes, this energy is really important. And actually, as you start doing semen retention, you'll notice the areas where you hold a lot of tension, like joint pain and things like this. It might not be common for everybody, but again, with any kind of withdrawal, right, you're going to go through some little symptoms. That's okay. That's completely fine. We're in it for the long run, right? We're in this to improve our lives. So let's get it. You know what I mean? Stop getting in your head about this thing like, oh my God, I have sexual thoughts. I'm sexting some girl and this is happening. And I go, calm. Calmate, okay? It's gonna be fine, man. You're just in your head. You need to get that energy in your head, through your body, breathe through your balls, do these pelvic floor exercises, different ways that you can, expand and move your body, explore the momentum in your body, the physical presence in your body, and slowly you start to notice that, hey, this is really, really cool, right? It's really, really cool. And with the sounds, with the breath, with the movement all together, you're going to create something very special, okay? Visualizing a light glowing from your balls to the upper part of your body, like traveling in your body as you're feeling it, can trigger, mind-blowing pleasure, and the pleasure centers in your brain will be going off as you start to give it much more intention, right? Your sexual energy, give it a color, give it a shape, give it a sound, give it a light, a glowing light that emanates from you. And you can imagine this glowing light like in Taoism you'd call it the inner flute, right? So you'd imagine like through the Shushumna and the Ida and the Pingala, which is basically like this inner channel, like the spinal column channel. It's just kind of, it's playing around, you're enjoying it because it's easy or because it challenges you. Whether you want to connect with this energy during sex, at the start of the day, you're always accessing the benefits of sexual energy, but it's the practice that's important, establishing a working connection if you're doing it with a partner, breathing in synchrony with a partner and things like this. There are many different ways to go about this, okay? But yeah, just a little intro video for things that you can already just start doing if you're kind of lost and like, oh man, my mind is getting frazzled, I get angry, I have so much sexual energy, I have so much drive, how do I transmute this, how to use this? You've got to use it in accordance to your body and how it's meant to be used. Mantak Chia texts, get some Mantak Chia books, multi-orgasmic man, all these different things, right? Look into this stuff and slowly you start to find your power back. It's not with great power comes great responsibility, it's with great responsibility comes great power. That's what it is. Upward Spiral Gang, may we never be the same again. May the flow be with you. Os. And stay legendary. Let's get it today, Upward Spiral Gang.